Sphinx of Uthin in this deck Garett has.
Oh, Perilous Mirror. Boink.
Free shock going on, taking out the Huntmaster. Let's see.
What else you got?
It's Tragic Slip that Titan.
Tragic Slip.
Kyle looks like he has one of each Titan left in hand. Let's see if Garett does anything else wild this turn. Just going to swing in for 9, 7 lifelink, 2 Death Touch. Wolf's probably going to trade with... is the Wolf trading with a token, or is it just chumping?
I think it's chumping, but maybe he doesn't realize he can trade with a life or a death token, or maybe he prefers to chump.
Yeah, maybe he... I think I'd want to trade, but...
I would want to trade, but you know, you never know.
It's very possible that he's just missing the
-1/-1.
Or just a little afraid of the pressure he's under and trying to save life.
Yeah.
It seems like you should wait till you're a bit lower on life. Let's see.
Big Head Joe, a recent birthday boy. Not so long ago.
Let's see. Here comes the Titan. Sphere of the Suns goes down, keeping him off. Well, not anymore, but now that this Titan's in play, he'll have Titan mana next turn. But probably gonna find a Wolf Run and another colored mana source, I think.
I think color.
Probably start casting multiple spells a turn.
Craig? Yeah,
yep.
There it is.
The one that's not gonna, the Rootbound, right? Copperline
Actually, Copperline Gorge.
Yeah,
he wants the one that's gonna come to play tapped no matter what later. So get it tapped now for free.
Exactly. So let's see who wins this race. Right, I guess it's not necessarily a race, but we'll see.
Is he gonna go ahead?
Yeah. Well, we'll see if he hits a Runescar Demon, but just so you know, Garett's deck has 2 images and 2 metamorphs. So that is 4 ways to run up that chain, or even just copy this Wormcoil.
Remember, we did just see a Ponder, so...
Yeah, he doesn't have another copy effect in hand, probably. Maybe he's saving up to play a Haven Goal Lich, and then immediately Perilous Mirror guns himself down and start getting very aggressive. That could be something he's trying to do. Didn't want to run it out into a potential Inferno Titan to kill it. Something I didn't realize, because the first week I played with Haven Goal Lich, I thought it was a 5/5.
That's be a very efficient card to have that ability.
It's one of those things, like I showed up at the Pro Tour, didn't realize the flip side of Huntmaster Red Trample. Sometimes you just miss these things.
I knew at first all of the abilities of Grave Titan, but eventually I forgot that it had Death Touch.
That doesn't come up that much. Comes up with Kessig Wolf Run, though.
It's one of those funny things where...
it's just so big, why does it have Death Touch?
Yeah, I remember me and a friend were playing, not a friend, an opponent we were playing. He played the Grave Titan, and we were trying to figure out why my creature died. And it's like, oh yeah, my big creature doesn't live through Death Touch.
Yeah. Oh, there's a... Is that a pause? Potentially some kind of judge ruling on the side. Let's see. Not actually... see if we can get an update from the judges as to what's going on.
As soon as we know, we'll let you guys know.
Yep.
Garett Young here on your left. Looks like whatever it was has been resolved.
Okay.
Untap.
Draw. Let's see.
1, 2, 3 makes 5. Haven Goal Lich.
Yep, there's the Lich.
1 more mana would mean enough to kill the...
Oh, what are you doing? Hold up. You should have attacked first, and then if he blocks the lifelink guy, you get to kill his Primeval Titan.
He does 2.
2 to the face. Oh!
That works.
That is exactly what he's doing. Okay, Tragic Slip away. And crash in for
Boom,
9.
9. Go down to 7, Kyle, right?
Yep, not only threatening lethal damage next turn, but also just threatening lethal blaze you out with Haven Goal Lich.
What are the ways that Kyle can actually fight this? There really aren't very many ways.
He can Inferno Titan into Slagstorm, kills the Lich, trades for the Wormcoil, sweeps the board. That seems like one way he could fight this.
I think he needs a Slagstorm right now to live, because I think the Inferno Titan doesn't do it. The Inferno Titan...
It kills the Lich, and then he blocks the Wormcoil and goes to 3.
Right.
And then he Slagstorms the board. So he has the Inferno Titan. We know it's going to kill the Lich.
Dead Lich. I guess what I was more thinking about was, oh wow, and he hits the Worm Coil.
Does he?
That means he's dead on the table.
Does he not realize how this works? Really?
Okay, I don't think he realizes that he's dead.
Yeah, he is extremely dead in multiple ways. He's dead to the token. He's dead to a lethal attack, and he's also just gonna get double blazed out.
He's like, to you, 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 to you.
Just kind of questioning, like, you can't like triple gut shot me or something. I'm not really sure what's going on.
To you?
I mean, Elvish Spirit Guide, Fog, Nourishing Soul. What have we got here?
Yeah. He's counting. Okay, how many land you got over there?
That's 10. I was at 7, and lethal attack, and dead.
And the earlier delay, our table judge was briefly disconnected, and he just wanted to make sure that he was connected to us before he let the game go forward. So no big deal going on there. Going to the sideboards here, Garett Young up a game. Sideboard possibilities, go for the throat. Always a good weapon against Primeval Titan. Yeah, he's also got Doomblade. That's 3 instant speed removal.
I actually like Spellskite here. It takes a lot of the threat of Nexus away because you can Spellskite the Wolfrun activation. You can also, in theory, move Inferno Titan triggers away from your Lich, which I really like. And I like this. The Spellskite Lich interaction is really nice, I think. That's something I didn't really think about before, where you get to Lich, rebuy the Spellskite, they kill the Spellskite, you just get to replay it. So they have to have, pretty good setup. These mana leaks are definitely coming in. Maybe negate, I'm not too sure. But.
So he breaks out the cards that he thinks are weaker in this matchup. So maybe Massacre Worm, even though Massacre Worm can help against a Hunt Master.
I don't really like Massacre here. I don't know if Consecrated Sphinx really does enough. I don't know. I actually don't know what he definitely doesn't want Black Sun Zenith.
There we go. That's 2 cards. We've got 2 cards out. Massacre Worm and Black Sun Zenith.
Maybe Consecrated Sphinx.
Maybe Consecrated Sphinx. I kind of like Sphinx a little bit. I mean, it's just so many cards.
Yeah, that's...
Maybe that's all you do is bring in a couple of cards and you're... I mean...
Yeah. Maybe you want to cut a Perilous Mirror, but the combo's really strong.
Combo is really good. Now, one of the reasons that Garett Young's deck might not need... Let's pretend that his sideboard is a good sideboard for the sake of argument. Maybe the reason he doesn't need much more than that, than a couple of random removal spells, is that essentially his deck puts out a scary, huge thing, just the same way as that the opponent deck does, and then he's got Doomblades and
ways to handle the Nexus.
Just things like go for the throat and Doomblade to kill the Titans.
Let's look at Kyle's deck. He definitely wants this Whip Flare out of his deck. He has Beast Within and Naturalize that he's definitely bringing into combat actual Heartless Summoning. He can't... Once that card's on the board, it's going to get really tough to win.
I don't mind Karn.
I don't mind Karn either.
Karn is a great way to go right to the top.
Maybe Ratchet Bomb is another answer, but I think 4 ways to kill a Heartless is good enough.
I think 4 is sufficient.
He has the Acidic Slime, that's definitely enough. And you can Karn it, but that's
and Hunt Master, we've discussed, was probably pretty weak for this matchup.
Yeah, I don't think the card's very good here.
That's an easy out, and then the Whip Flare is an out.
He might end up boarding a Nile Spellbomb or Surgical Extraction based on how he lost that last game, but I don't really like that. That's something we keep coming back to all day, is there's a lot of these Surgicals and Nile Spellbombs just in these sideboards, and we're not really sure what they're doing.
I mean, the only thing I think that those cards are really good at is an actual, factual, dedicated reanimation style deck. We saw Black Blue Zombies use it to very good effect against a Unburial Rights deck.
Right.
But the thing is that was an actual 4 Unburial Rights deck.
And we had a Splinter Fright deck on earlier where I definitely, Nihil Spellbomb, kill all your Boneyard Worms and Splinter Frights, but I don't know. I'm even against the Rights deck, that deck has a lot of play when it doesn't have access to its graveyard still.
Yeah, like it was and you will say Frights, and I will say Freaks, as in Palm Freaks.
We'll just agree to disagree.
Regardless, right? I think that you have to really expect enough of the metagame to be doing that kind of stuff for it to be reasonable. Or alternately, with the Nihil Spellbomb, I think it's reasonable to have that in your sideboard if you've got kind of a overly, I'll say, a deck with overly many cards you can sideboard out.
Yeah.
Then you can have that in against decks as an incidental, make your Snapcasters worse, and it's not great.
You really want the cantrip too on that.
Yeah.
It's just the kind of card that's going to trap you. People are going to get trapped into sideboarding that card in when they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think that's a big problem, and it's, you know, like people want it, like tried to board it in against Solar Flare at the start of this format, and oh, I'm going to kill their Sun Titan and Snapcaster Mage value. No, you aren't. You're just going to die to a Sun Titan because you've mulliganed to this Surgical Extraction or whatever.
I mean,
not actually mulligan to it, but like you have it in your hand and it's not doing anything.
yeah. I mean, I really particularly don't like Surgical Extraction as opposed to the Spellbomb.
Yeah.
Because at least the Spellbomb can recycle
it does
itself.
something, yeah. You know, it's you know, I like in Legacy now, like I've liked in some cases where maybe you just need to beat Reanimator. I've liked maybe like Cremate or something, at least out of Storm, where like sometimes you're just trying to kill them, you just want to cycle. So looks like we're about to start game 2 in a second here. Kyle is going to be on the play, I presume, with Garett up 1-0 in this match. Garett, let's see, he's we know he's played against Wolfrun. He beat a Grand Architect Heartless deck in the feature match area I saw earlier, and on camera he lost to Blue-Black. So he's had a pretty, like, a lot of people have been saying they've had a pretty varied tournament today, like everything and anything.
I think the standard format right now is really excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I got knocked out of Grand Prix Lincoln pretty quick, and day 1 of Grand Prix Lincoln, I had my standard decks with me, and I was just looking for a standard game.
Kyle going down
Just
to 6.
Such a great format, I think.
There's a lot. You can just do a lot of things. Garett looks like he is keeping emphatically, which I assume means a Heartless summoning.
This draw was magnifique.
The hand action, so appropriate.
Oh boy, Kyle.
I don't know how you can keep a straight face
I wonder
doing
if
that
these
with
two
a King
know
of the
each
Hill
other.
shirt on me.
You know?
Kyle does not look nearly as amused. I don't know about that.
It's just, yeah, I don't know for sure. It could be that Garett is talking to a buddy behind him, behind Kyle.
Maybe Garett's just one of those guys who likes to be that guy in every
Hey!
match. Yeah.
And Kyle, I think, is keeping this one.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe not.
He's thinking.
I thought I saw a, but I might have been wrong.
Yeah.
Now it looks like a keep. Look at that. Here comes the
It
land.
has a land in it. It looks like a keep.
Yeah.
It's a
Do
mountain
that.
for Kyle.
Is that the Fabiano strategy? It has a land.
Garett plays a mountain. So you think Gerard doesn't need a land to keep? Be real. Kyle's stuck. Looks like no green mana, just mountain and ink moth nexus.
Will we see a turn 2 Heartless summoning?
Yeah. Heartless summoning right down.
Call that double rampant growth, says Joe Bernal.
Uh-oh.
And
No land.
The pass.
You know, we saw this last round, last round with the 3-color ramp deck.
Garett says land go.
Land go
Nothing for
Garett.
5. No
Right.
Solemn Simulacrum. No, nothing else, I guess.
Kyle's gonna pass the turn again. We saw this with the last ramp deck. You know,
we
you
gonna
stick
see
on
Wormcoil?
lands, the other ramp deck just slams Wormcoil or something on 4. Was Primeval Titan last
Oh,
round?
rampant and no green.
Ooh, no lands. Not much of a game here for Kyle, unfortunately for him.
I wouldn't be surprised to see 5 Wormcoil engines next turn.
5?
Why not?
All of his guys?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, Joe Bernal had 4 Runescar Demons in play on turn 4 earlier today. Off a double Heartless draw. Sure, that sounds like a reasonable thing.
Seems realistic.
Yeah.
I guess not
land.
enough blue mana.
Crack on in. Doesn't need. You can only do
Oh,
two blue.
1. Yeah, you're right. Metamorph.
Metamorph costs life, not blue mana. Thanks, Phyrexian.
And Garett thinking about casting something else, or
He's casting something. He's probably just trying to figure out which giant monster. No.
he says go.
Probably just leaving up Mana Leak then. Kyle's at 15 and very slowly closing on done. Maybe Garett has another Wormcoil engine or something. He just doesn't want to pass without Mana Leak up. I don't know.
Oh,
another
discard.
Ooh. Rough beats.
30-10 in a moment. Oh, what do we got?
4. Probably
1, 2, 3, 4.
worm coil.
Double coil.
Yep. 10-30.
Dead next turn with a mana leak available if he has it in hand.
I mean, even then, I see nothing about Kyle. Kyle's not going to win this game. Dead on board, can't kill the guys. Select Storm both players for funsies.
He could Ancient Grudge, and then Ancient Grudge, and then untap Select Storm.
That's okay. That is an out.
He says go. Oh, Ancient Grudge.
Oh, nope. Dead.
Nope, the Scoopy Scoops. There we go.
And that is match. Looks like the Garett, we think, is advancing to top 8 with Blue-Black Heartless summoning.
I think so.
I think he was the only Heartless summoning player still alive in the event, but that deck looks very, very wild when it gets going. We're going to see if we can get another feature matchup because that was so fast.
Yeah. And look at Garett. He's like, I gotcha. Oh.